Hi guys, how you doing? Big Rich here at OFR, and we have my son, little pumpkin boy Joshy. He says he ain't going to talk. Someone said he looks smarter by not talking and just waiting until he thinks about things and says something. So, and then we got our buddy Will Star here.
What's up, everybody?
Reaper couldn't make it tonight. He'll be here tomorrow. So let's start this show out tonight. Hello all. I was trying to say hi to everybody, but I can no longer do the messages. That's on Will Star and Josh now. So let's start off with this Tracy update. Since we're now starting at 6:30, there's certain people that don't watch the show. They only want to see the Tracy update. Well, I'm okay with that. They care about Tracy, and that's fine. Tell Kyle it was Rich. So turn that down.
No, I'm just kidding.
Turn that off. Will Star. Oh my God. Airplane mode, son. Okay, so I'm okay with that. Maybe people watched the show before and saw, where we got drunk a little bit and it was too much for their grandchildren or something, and that's fine. It ain't happening no more, so you can bring the grandkids back. It's a family-oriented show, guys. Know that. We're okay now. I've had a hard time dealing with all the Tracy thing and all the work going on and trying to keep up with everything, and now we've got the nurses here and things are settling down. I've got 8 hours a day where there's a nurse here 5 days a week. I'm still doing 16-hour shifts all night long from 4 o'clock in the afternoon until 8 o'clock in the morning before the nurse gets here again. So I'm still, having to deal with that. And then on the weekends, I still got 24 hours a day I have to, take care of Tracy. So it's calmed down, and it's helped out a lot. I mean, I love the nurses. They're just awesome people. And, we're getting into our flow of things now. So I call them my day wives because, they're just doing things that I should be doing. I look at them changing Tracy. I'm like, that's my job, So they're my day wives. It's awesome. So let's go on past that, and let's talk about Tracy. Tracy had a rough week this week. She's had, fallen through the cracks with the hospitals, and, we have called, and you've seen all the different problems we've had and having to get doctors, and Tracy having to go back to the hospital. Well, finally, I've had her home for more than 3 months, so her Medicaid got reset, so we're good there. But, she's had this same trach-in. It's going on 4 months now, four months and a week. She's had the same trach-in. They won't let us replace them at home. I have to send her into the hospital to do this. Well, I got my buddy Jack from Jack and Dan. You all love him. He's got a good channel, his family channel. Him and his son do things together, and that's a great channel. Check them out. Jack has been an RN for like 30 years, and now he's a wellness coordinator. He's going to come over and change this trach for Tracy in front of our RN, Mara. She's a great nurse. But she don't feel comfortable just doing it right off the rip. Now, I was trained to do it, and I can do it, but I'm kind of nervous now because it's been so many months since I was trained, and I don't know about a trach that's been in for 4 months and the skin's growing around it. It'll be hard to pull out, and then there's going to be blood, and I'm going to be nervous. So I'd rather call in Dan and do it the first time, and then me and Mara will do it every month from this month out. The doctor's okay with that as long as we have a backup trach that's one size smaller. So she's on an 8 Shiley now, extra long, and we've got a 6 Shiley extra long. In case we can't get the new 8 in, we can at least throw it aside and put the 6 in, just in case. They always want that as a backup. So other than that, she's had all this whole last week. She had a fever for like 3 days, and it kept on. We were fighting it. I'm putting ice packs under her arms, not ice, but ice wrapped in towels, under her arms, on the back of her neck, in between her legs, and trying to get this, fever broke. And I'd get it down, and it'd come back, 6 hours later. We think it was the beginning of like an infection from around the trach. Well, now 3 days later of fighting this, and it was hard because I had to watch her constantly to make sure her fever didn't go up. If it got up over 100.1, the doctor's orders were to send her into the hospital. I got it to 100.3 at one time, and we got it back down. So, I've been working hard all night, every night, trying to get that down. And then, she, like last night, she had a coughing fit. And, she had a lot of blood come out of her neck and into her, it's called an HME, that it's like a foam piece in a tube, and it collects all this moisture in there for her to keep her, throat all moisturized and stuff. Otherwise, it'd dry out, and then you'd have hard things inside your lungs of spit that dried up, and you don't want that. This is what I've been told. So, if you guys can answer some of these, remarks just on your phones while I'm talking.
Our mods are doing a great job.
Well, like, Tony Zool says, I just voted for you, Rich, for the vote contest. Thank you. That's stuff like that. Help out the mods. Anyways, so now we've got her down, but she had a lot of blood last night and coughing fits, and every time she coughed, we cannot keep her on her back because she had that big bed sore, and we cleared it up. I mean, I got it down closed, but it started to reopen like 2 weeks later, so we got it closed back again. I do not put her on her back, so I keep her a little bit on her side by propping her up with a pillow behind her, putting pillow between her legs and all that kind of stuff, and then fully on her side. But the problem is, when she's on her side like that, sorry, it's pulling my hair. When she's on her side like that, she coughs and moves forward and curls up like a C. So she's putting stress on her trach as she's moving down. So I got to watch her constantly. If she goes into a coughing fit, I have to be there and give her excess, trach room, I guess you'd say. And then we got, what else happened to her? She got some sort of rash. And, at first we thought it was because I put a brace on her hand at night because she wants to curl up her hand. So I put a brace on there holding her fingers straight at night, and it straps over her hand and stuff. We thought it was from that hitting her leg, but no, it turns out it wasn't from that. She's got 3 spots where she broke out in a rash. We're thinking maybe it's the soap we used. I don't know, but she broke out in that rash that one day, and she had bubbles all over her skin in these 4 different spots. And they went away. So, oh, damn, okay. They went away, so we're all good now. We just changed the soap we washed her with. So it's been a trying week, but, just yesterday, I told her, honey, I have to always ask her, can you blink twice for yes? And, sometimes she'll blink twice, sometimes she'll just stare. When she blinks twice, now I got to investigate. Okay, honey, do you want me to kiss you on your forehead? If she blinks twice, I kiss her on her forehead. Do you want me to feed you or give you a bath? If she blinks twice again, I'll go ahead and do that. But, a lot of times she's not in clarity to where she just stares off, So when I catch her in these moments of clarity, I got to ask her all the questions I can and make sure that she's answering properly. Like, I'll ask her if she wants to be a big red fire truck, and if she don't blink twice, and then I ask her, you want me to kiss you on your forehead, and she blinks twice, I know she's in a moment of clarity, and I can talk. Do you have any pain? Do you want me to move you? Do you want me? Are you hungry? Stuff like that. So, it's been a trying week, but we're past it now, and she's doing much better. And next Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, Dan's going to come over, and we're going to have everything set and ready, and we're going to change her trach. So we'll be on a monthly trach change after that. So that's the last thing. Oh, and her fingernails. They're getting so long now that, oh my God, they're sticking off like, I don't know, half an inch. And she digs into herself, when she's on her side or something. She'll close her hand up and she'll dig into her hand. Or she'll have her hand on her other hand and she'll dig in like this. And, we got to cut her nails. So with cutting her nails, we got to do her we got to repaint her fingernails and her toenails, make her look cute. We keep her hair in a ponytail with a little blue, like, what is that?
Scrunchy?
The scrunchie that has like little star metal flakes in it. It's so cute. So we got to have her matching clothes and stuff. And I've taken pictures. And then you people have sent in some clothes for her. Tank Life Apparel sent her a t-shirt. Well, I have to cut the back of it out to put the t-shirt on and off of her all the time. But I've got a picture of her wearing the Tank Life Apparel t-shirt, just from her neck to her belly or something to where you can see the shirt and her arms. I don't want to embarrass her and show a bunch of pictures on the internet, but, she's back doing good now. So we reposition her every 2 hours. We suction her out every hour. We feed her every 4 hours, which is during the daytime is 8 a.m., noon, 4, and 8 p.m. And we also change her diaper right before we feed her, or her brief, I'm sorry, right before we feed her every time, so that now at 8 p.m. at night, she's already changed and she had one feeding. She can last pretty much all night in that brief, but they have these things that are called nighttime, and you put it in with the brief, and it's extra absorbency, so she stays dry until morning. That's been helping out a lot. I didn't know they existed, and we just got them, and I was like, why didn't we have these all the time? This was great. So, but yeah, she's a sweetheart. She's definitely, if I talk to her on this side of the bed, she'll turn her head towards me and start, watching me. I'll walk around the other side and talk to her. She'll turn her head this way. She's definitely getting more alert and really paying attention now. So, she's definitely progressing, and I'm getting more moments of clarity out of her. So, love that. Okay, you guys can figure out the drinking word for today.
So we all know the stream doesn't really start until I start talking.
You gotta love my boy Joshy.
Alright, so I want to welcome our very own Miss Metalhead Prime to the green team.
Aw.
We appreciate the support.
Thank you, Miss Metalhead. That's Jessica. She's our head mod now. She's moving on up. She's in charge of all the moderators. She's been doing a great job. Fantastic job.
I gotta hide the dog cookies next weekend, don't I?
Yes, she will be here next weekend. We've got Joe Rockwell from Nebraska is coming out. Jessica and Josh, both metalheads, are coming out. And then we've got Eric Hitech from Long Island, or was that Long
Lavaca's
Island?
mom.
Lavaca's daddy coming out. It's going to be a big, get together of mods and OFR people, and it's going to be a good time. So I still, I'm trying to talk the nurses into coming here. They both work, Saturday and Sunday at other places. So during the week they work here. Each one of them works 6 days a week. Who don't have airplane mode on? Can you handle that? I'm sorry, guys.
All right, we have a super chat from, what does that say? B-type 13 times 2. Hey, Josh, if you were in a death match with one of the fish in your pool pond, which would it be the most afraid of fighting? Also you and also me.
I would have to say the alligator guards are the only one
Simple
that
answer. That's the one I'm scared of.
But I don't know. We've got this damn manatee that loves to go for swims sometimes.
That manatee will bust him up.
I would probably say the goonch, the new goonch you got, when it gets all bigger.
He's so cute.
When
He's
it
so
gets bigger,
baby.
Yeah, but when it gets bigger, man, no thank you, son.
Okay, I've always thought about the Armadas, because the Armadas has got them big, huge fangs that fold up into his head.
Yeah, they do.
But they're so small, and they're really nervous of you. The only thing I'm nervous about is the alligator gar. So I watch them when I'm in the water. Now, they come up to me, but, I'll pet them on their side and they'll swim away. But I will not ignore them.
I got another one.
What?
The electric eel.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm not swimming with the electric eel.
Yeah. All right, hey, maybe Lavaca too. Lavaca's, she seems to like to take bites out of, So
all right. So the drinking word of the night.
I'd say the only person that didn't show up was Reaper.
Reaper.
Now, let's rag on Reaper and make it the drinking word.
Or people are going to be talking about the goonch.
Yeah.
Or we could be talking about the beast I'm picking up tomorrow.
Or, since we're going to be talking about Joey, we can make it Joey.
We already did that.
Did we?
Like 2 weeks ago.
I'd say Reaper. We're going to pick on him the most. He didn't show up today.
All right, Reap. Sorry, Reap.
We also did Reaper before, too.
I know.
All right.
People are voting goons. But hey, whatever. Drink at your own will.
Rob Chillian says, did Matt sell you the car so he could buy a new tank? He's not tired of it yet, no.
All right. I just lost it. I had something.
Juice Junkie says, Big Rich and Josh, good job on Joey's DIY podcast. I loved it. Josh, you got to talk a little bit more, but boy, yeah, good job on everything. Well, John, we're going to be back on Joey's podcast. He's He was a heck of a nice guy, and he wants us back on there, and we're going to go back, and we all agreed that Josh needs to talk more. So, I'm kind of loud and overspoken, and, Joey's kind of, the bull in the ring, so we were doing the talking. Josh?
There was, I almost said something I shouldn't have. But, there was, a puddle. We were seeing who could make that a little bit bigger.
Oh, he's trying to say me and Joey had a pissing contest.
Had a little,
No. There was no ego. There was none of that. We both talk loud, and I'm hard of hearing, so it's hard to overtalk me, And bless his heart, Joey did it some. he's right there with me, so it's just you got to understand. It's hard for me to hear, and his mic was down lower than ours, so I didn't mean to overtalk him, and he had to get his voice in somehow, because I'm kind of overspoken and stuff. So I mean, it worked out good. I didn't feel no badness there. I felt all good. He wanted to help and. In his ways, and some of his ideas would work and some wouldn't, like the whole second channel thing. But too many people love our second channel. The people that really love OFR want more. They can watch the second channel. The rest don't have to. They don't want to. We don't care if the channel grows or not. It's just letting you guys follow along and seeing some things you would never see on the main channel. Because, me and Josh put together a video and we put it out. Well, Reap's back there sneaking and hiding and creeping. You get to see things. You're right, said Reaper. You get to see things that we wouldn't normally show, So.
We have Dave Martin for $50. He said, "Hey, it's Dave and Katie that brought the guppies and snails last Sunday. They look like
nice.
They're doing great. Thanks for taking them in. Send our love to Tracy. Love you guys. Also, love the Camaro. Voodoo Child loved the visit. Reaper."
Nice. Well, listen, your guppies have made so many people happy. For one, Reaper's got a whole bunch in the 3 tiers that he can't take home now. He's going home. He's setting up his 40-gallon. He's got to get it cycled. I showed him how he can do it from his other tank and all that kind of stuff. Take the filter media out of the other, hang on the back, and put it into this tank and have that one running. Put new filter in this one because it's got bacteria in the rocks and all that. So he's got to start on that. But he's got a bunch picked out, and he's all excited. You got Reaper just plumb crazy over guppies.
The guppies. He's like, wow, look at those colors.
We've got 3 other people coming. You saw we filled our whole globe tank full of guppies and your snails. We've got 3 other people coming over that have just, I love them guppies. Can I please get a couple? And so we're going to let them come over and pick out as many as they want. And by the time Eric gets here next weekend, he's bringing 200. All these guppies should be gone and in place. So we've got the same tank that these guppies are in. We'll put his guppies in. And, it was a good thing because you've made a lot of people happy. And also, thank you for that donation. That's really, you didn't have to, but thank you.
Your boy JP Merlo chimed in with a $5 super chat. Go ahead, Josh.
You go for it.
All right. It says, "What up, OFR gang? Always remember, American fish rescues are way cooler than Canadian pretty boy fish garages."
Oh, you stop
Just kidding.
That's coming from a coming from a deacon.
Yeah, he said, "Just kidding." Or am I?
That's a deacon of a church, and look at him go. JP,
where's he from?
Come on now. What? Where's he from? Kentucky. Was you going to say West Virginia? You was setting me up. You was setting me up.
All righty.
Okay. Let me see. What else we got here?
We got Colin Doyle for $10. He said, "Goonch, goonch, goonch. Happy Friday, gentlemen and Fishy family. Pretty
nice.
Awesome. Josh the man is making the new tank a river system scape." Actually, that kind of changed just a little bit. We want to make that. It's still going to be a riverscape, but I'm thinking of doing the man-eater tank. So we're going to have the Goonch, the Jow, the Paraíba, the Wallago Leary.
Any of the cats that can go in the same water parameters and the fast-moving river. So if they can go into that environment, that's what they come from, then that's what's going in there. But we're building...
You shush your mouth.
I want to tell them what I'm going to build.
Don't tell them.
You guys think that I'm mad because Josh decided, let's do this with the river and I already got a goonch. No, I'm not mad. I'm happy. Well, I'll still get my salt water. It's a matter of time. I've got a 450 sitting there ready to go, so we're good to go. But the problem is we need a river system. So here I come up with this. we're going to put power heads on this side, hooked to, 3/4 inch PVC pipe, split that into a manifold of like 5 pipes running across all the way to the other side of the tank, and then they're going to have like 4 returns, elbows sticking up and pointing this way. So the water is going to suck from one side, the power heads, pump down through the PVC, up on the other side and come this way. And we're going to have it at different heights. So all the water comes this way. Along with the FX5s, we're going to have the intake on this side and then the return on that side. So all water is on that side of the tank coming this way and then going out into the filtration and back under, and circulate. It's going to be a real river system. So we're going to have to put rocks in there where they can hide behind and rocks up the wall where they can hide because the gooch likes to go up the wall and stay on the wall. So we're gonna try and mimic nature as best as possible for these fish. It's going to be a really cool. We're going to listen, guys. We're going to use the Universal Rocks background that we have extra from the pool. If you guys haven't checked out Universal Rocks, you have to. It is so natural. Look at the sides of our pool. It looks like real rock. This is amazing. So we're going to use the Universal Rocks background in there, and I just want you guys to know. Check out Universal Rocks. They helped us out. They donated all that Universal Rocks on the side of the pool that made it a million times better. They're a good company, and Stuart Dunn's the owner. He has helped us out. You guys go check them out. And if you need anything, they have fake waterfalls, fake rocks, fake backgrounds, and it all looks realistic as can be. Check out their stuff. They're really good.
I got a quick question here for you from Pacoma. In the cichlid tank, will one color start to dominate through breeding? Has there been any babies in the Bellagio tank yet? Any weird, rare variables possible?
There has been so many babies. It's crazy. All of the above, right? There's been so many babies.
So will one color take over eventually, though, or probably not?
Maybe in 5, 8, 10 years, something like that. But there's such an assortment of fish in there, and they are crossbreeding, of course.
Yeah.
We're having all kinds of different babies in there. So, yeah. But the babies look like the parents. So,
we got Danimal Cracker for $10. He said, "Great job on the King of DIY podcast, guys.
Thank you.
It would be awesome if Joey came and did some kind of tank build collab. Saltwater.
Oh, he's coming here
with you guys this summer. P.S. Sup, Will Star. Glad to see you feeling better."
Sup, thanks. I appreciate that.
I'd slap him on the chest and say, "Sup, Will Star," for you, but I don't want to hurt the old guy.
Whatever. We got Ange for $15.
Wait, you know Ange?
Ange is cool, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
She's a good girl. All right.
Wasn't she going to move here and move in with you, or you were moving to California or Canada to move in with her or something? You guys was getting married?
No.
It wasn't all lovey-dovey?
No. We were just talking.
Oh, you're just talking.
Just like I talk to anybody.
So you're playing it cool.
Yeah, sorry, man.
Love you, Ange. I just have to, pick on my friends.
It says, "Hey guys, cheers to you. Hashtag Team Tracy. Hashtag OFR rocks. See, no hashtag Willstar. See?
See?
We're all good.
They're keeping it under the radar.
Sorry.
Again, how many times are you going to say sorry?
Because he's over there flipping out, bro. $10 for Seth from Seth Booney. He says, "Thanks for being awesome, people. We sure miss you."
Aw, Seth, thank you, brother. You and your old lady has been great. And they send me pictures of them sitting there watching OFR with their kid, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah, absolutely.
The family thing. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, I agree.
That's why we've cleaned up even more than we did clean up in the first place. When we first started this podcast, it was ridiculous. For this live stream, it was ridiculous. So we started trying not to swear. Then we're even stepping it up more now and trying to be more family oriented, because that's where life is. That's what it's all about. And we don't. I had a couple ladies tell me I can't watch this with my granddaughter. Blah blah blah. Well, give it a try again, because we are family oriented, and just because a couple of times in the past I may have gotten a little bit loud and intoxicated, it's okay. You guys got to understand, this was my only time going out. I'm not going out to bars. I'm not going out. No, I'm watching Tracy 24/7. I'm working at the rescue. I'm doing everything. I'm cleaning the house. Yeah. I'm taking care of everything. This was my only night to hang out with my buddies. And you guys are my buddies. So I did, and in this situation, I got a little too intoxicated. So that's my boy. He supposedly loves me. So I stopped doing that. Now I allowed myself 2 drinks every Friday, and that's it. No farther, and because I got to get back to work after this. The nurse went home at 4:00 today. I have to watch Tracy for the next 16 hours. From 4:00 till 8 in the morning. And then 8 in the morning on Saturday, I don't have a nurse. I have to do 24-hour shifts Saturday and 24-hour shifts Sunday. So I can't afford to drink like that. I have to sleep half hour at a time and take care of Tracy and that kind of stuff. So, it's all good. It's family friendly again.
We got a question from Drew Ficarata.
How did that go?
Drew Ficarota?
Ficarota.
He wasn't even close.
Out of the jaw, Goonch, or Periba, which one would you say outgrows the tank first?
The Goonch.
The Goonch, huh?
No, the Goonch is slow growing.
Hey, but that Periba we have out there is a Capripretum. He's only going to get about 4 feet.
Right.
He's not a true
That
Philadelphia.
jowl will get
He
5,
said
6
out of
foot.
those two.
No.
Goonch. You said Goonch or Periba?
No, he said jowl.
Jow also.
Oh.
3 of them.
Don't mess with me, boy.
Sorry, I can't understand you. You're getting a little old there. You're starting to roll your
My
old
birthday was
tail.
Monday, so they're on me now. That's all right.
How old are you now, Will?
73. 73 years old, ladies and gentlemen.
50.
The big 5-0.
And I still had brown hair. See my hair? This is the color of my hair until I hit 54 2 years ago, and it did this to me.
Yes. It is what it is. Father Time's undefeated.
All right. We have Eric Hedich. You didn't get this one while I was out.
I did
right?
not. That's where we're
All
at.
right. For $10, he said, "What's up, Fishy family? Can't wait to come down. Yes, it's Long Island, New York. Need to be in touch before we head out. See y'all Friday."
Forget
Awesome.
about it.
Look at me and say this one. Norman R. Hi from New Jersey, home of the 580-gallon aquarium.
Ah.
Isn't that Norman? They donated the aquarium to us?
Yep.
Hi, Norman.
I was on that trip.
Your
Hello,
tank is
Norman.
so loved by many and has been through so much of a debate. It's still sitting there unhooked up, but we haven't had, it's been wintertime and the COVID thing. We haven't had a bunch of people at the rescue. We have a place we want to set it. All the tools right next to the globe tank can be moved now onto the back shelving, and that's where it's going to go, right on display next to the pool. Once we do that, then me and Josh are going to have to duke it out and see who gets what.
Solid River.
So can we talk about what I'm going to pick up tomorrow?
Ooh.
Sure.
Whoa. Yeah.
Nope, we're gonna hold off on that.
Oh,
Just
Josh,
a
you
little
been...
bit.
Oh, Josh.
Go ahead, Wellstar. I know you're dying to say
You want me
something
to tell?
over there. No. I said you know you're dying to say something over there. You just pointed it
Oh,
out to
no.
me.
I was just showing you what they said on the bottom. All right,
Oh.
here's another super chat from Liz Dragey.
Dragney.
Did you
Dragney.
guys make your vote for Big Rich at mulletchamp.com today? Do it right now.
You don't
Hashtag
have
Team
to yell.
Tracy. My bad.
And just for the record, while no one's talking, it's Liz Dragney.
Dragney.
That's it. There you go.
So
All right.
go vote for Rich for the mullet.
So what I'm picking up tomorrow is a vat of water.
Yeah, we are. Don't tell us.
So we are leaving here about noon. We'll be there about 12:45, 1 o'clock.
Who's we?
Me and we'll start.
Oh, you're going on the trip.
It's close, so yeah.
Are you going to do a video on it?
Sure.
So you're back in
I'm
the video
doing a
game.
video. So
Well,
He does the behind the scenes.
yeah.
Yeah, I got
So
you.
we are
He
using
gets
this.
when you fall down out of the van, you've been sitting so long, you get out to
I'm
pump
gonna have
gas.
to crawl inside this man's fish tank. It's 12 foot by 8 foot, 3
Wow.
foot deep. Have to get in the
Nice.
water with this monster and hope I don't get bit.
Wait till you
You
guys
won't
see
get
what
bit.
fish it is.
Oh, I don't know about that
They're
one.
very timid. They are.
I seen
That's like
what
people saying,
I seen what our last one did.
Because I've seen piranha on Jeremy Wade's show tore up a chicken as soon as you set it in. But you go to any pet store and you stick your arm in with a piranha tank and they'll run to the corner.
I'm just speaking from experience. I know what our last one did, and that
Two
thing-
other fish, not you.
I'm just saying, it's possible. Build up that suspense. Have everyone shaking in their
What
boots.
tub are you taking?
300 gallon.
Is it the one from Greg Woodside?
Yes.
All right, so it's going to be a big fish then.
It's gonna be a 2 footer.
2
He's
foot.
only 2 foot, but he's lightning quick.
Mm.
Can you
And
guys guess it?
He has fangs.
He doesn't have fangs.
No?
He has teeth. Bunch of teeth.
Okay.
You're
going to tell me what it is.
He does have a hinge jaw, so when he comes at you, it opens up like.
So it's an
this.
arowana. Oh no.
Ouch.
Oh. I know what it is now. I know what it is. As soon as he did this, I know what it is.
Secrets.
And so do many of you. Someone else can say it. I don't want to get him mad.
Someone actually already said it.
Did they?
In the chat. And yes, tomorrow, I know it's going to be teased on tomorrow's video. So all 300 of you that are watching tonight's live stream, you guys get a little insider information. I am going to pick up a 2-foot Goliath African tigerfish.
GATF. You know,
Yes.
I get it. That's his
Now
name.
you want it back.
Wait, let's make the teeth better. There we go.
So my biggest concern with this is most of the time when you're dealing with a tigerfish of this size is they end up killing themselves in transport. That's why we're using a 300-gallon tub. I'm bringing a sock net. I'm bringing rubber nets. So I have to make sure that I don't, if he spazzes out in his enclosure, it's 12 by 8 by 3. If he ends up going unconscious, then it's pretty much game over at this point. So this move has to be strategic, and it has to be done right precisely. And we have to get him here with upped oxygen in the water. So I'm going to be bringing 4 different air stones, pumping oxygen into the water because they come from the Congo River Basin, where there's, white water rapids everywhere, highly oxygenated water. So you want to make sure you can replicate this and transport. If not, once they go belly up, it's pretty much game over, and you're not going to bring them back from that. I have had it happen.
A lot of it is timidness. They really are timid, and once you freak them out too much stress, they just stop and they're over. They're done.
And also, if Joe can make it from their world, we're going over there. He's gonna meet us there to assist with the transfer. He's got a paintball match tomorrow with his kids and family, I believe, and he's planning on trying to make it out after that. But yeah, we are going to go against all of our beliefs on this one. We are not going to quarantine this fish, and he's either going to go in the 4400 or into the monster pond. Because if we put him into quarantine, he's most likely going to kill himself. So we're going to take that chance.
It's a 550-gallon tank, and it's short, solid, covered in glass. He might bash the walls. He might freak out and take off and hit a wall and knock himself out. Just like you guys know, iridescents do this. Well, it's very, very common with GATFs, bigger ones. So we're going to take the risk, and we're going to put them right into a big tank and, cross our fingers and hope for the best. That's, we've done this a lot of times, and we have actually had GATFs pass on us before doing the same thing. So this is why we decided to take the risk, put them into the big tank, hope for the best because of what has happened in the past. So,
Liz Dragney. Correct?
You said it right.
There we go. For $3, she's asking Josh, "Hey Josh, how was your date last week?"
It was great.
There we go.
Which date was this?
You had one date with
Friday
your
night.
girlfriend that you have
no,
now.
I'm saying which night was this?
Last Friday.
Last Friday. What did I do last Friday?
The water. Remember, we had the water leak, and then she came over with your buddy and his girlfriend came over too.
Oh, yeah. Great time. Had my old college buddy was in from out of town, and he was here with his girlfriend, so we went out and had a good old time. And on that Sunday, we went to Milwaukee and picked up that goonch. It was a great time.
And then on Monday, they went and got married.
No, not yet.
Joking. All right, so we got Steven Eastcomer for $5. He didn't say anything.
Well, thank
Thank
you.
you, Steven.
Yeah, we got Button Polyp says, isn't a fever the body raising the temperature to kill infection by heat? Isn't it counterproductive to reduce body heat? Yes and no. She don't have an infection now. She don't have a temperature, and she didn't have to go to the hospital. So whatever we did actually worked. I see your theory on that, and that makes sense. But what I did worked, and she's home now and not in the hospital, and she don't have an infection, she don't have a fever. She's back to normal. So what I did worked. I don't know how or why, but I just knew if she got over 101, she had to go to the hospital, And nobody wants that, because when they take her to the hospital, you've got an ambulance here. For one, this kind of kills me. They don't treat people with respect at all. For one, you've got an ambulance driver, a experienced ambulance guy, and a young guy they're training. And the first thing they do is take Tracy's shirt completely off, and they have to take off her, sensors and monitors. They have to put on their own. So they're putting on a sticky thing right here on her side, one on her breast here, one on her chest here, one under her arm, and then, it's so degrading to a person that is so. Tracy, if you've ever known Tracy, she's never even gone outside with a low-cut shirt on. She's never done that. She wears T-shirts up to her neck and tight. She's never been like that. She's never left my bedroom without putting on a full set of clothes and going out to get something to drink and coming back in. She's just that way. So it is so degrading when I see this happen to her, and she's out flopping in the wind and there's strangers around. It's just, So if I cannot send her to the hospital, it's better in many different ways. Once they send her to the hospital, they change her food. Now I have to deal with diarrhea for the next 3 days. Explosive. It's just, So because they change her food. Now they won't give her narcolepsy medicine until it gets okayed by the doctor, which takes 2-3 days. Then she goes into a delusional period every time they keep her narcolepsy medicine from her. So I try not having her go to the hospital for many of them reasons. So she's at home. She's being taken care of. We have a nurse here that can check on what I'm doing. And, she okayed it. She even helped put a thing of ice into a towel and put it on her back. So, the nurse was with me. So I don't know the answer to that, but what we did worked. All right, now Kyle Jaded says, what are you guys doing with the Baptist pool tank?
You are at 6.
Did you say that, though?
I already answered him in the chat. You
answered him?
Behind. Yes.
Okay.
All right, so we have Danimal Cracker for $10. Said, Richard Josh, I caught something called a mud puppy salamander in my minnow trap tonight while trying to catch fish for my natural tank. This thing is crazy looking. Do you know anything about keeping them?
They're awesome.
Are they endangered?
That I don't know.
Here's the problem. It's very bad to take anything out of the wild and take it home. They have a better life in the wild. They have a better situation. They have a better living style. They're used to that. You take them home. You're putting them in a tank that gets full of ammonia and pee, and then your filter clears it out. Then it gets full of ammonia and pee, and the filter clears it out. You feed it. Ammonia goes up. And it's just not the lifestyle they're used to. If you can ever leave anything in the wild, please leave it in the wild. If you have to take it home because you have to have it, then look on the internet, do your due diligence, and see what's the best parameters for it. Keep it at that temperature. Keep it at that pH. Keep it everything that it's used to, and it will live a good, long life. And feed it what the internet says to feed. Now, you can get a hold of me, but all I'm going to do is look up on the internet and tell you. So skip me and just look on the internet. You'll find all kinds of information about it. I happen to like them. What was that one? The Greater Siren I had, which was a mud puppy, basically. It looked like an axolotl with the fluffy things on its head, but it had 2 front legs, and then it had a fire eel body. It was awesome. Had that thing forever. It got to 4 foot. It was amazing. Once I lost it, old age or whatever. I've never gotten another one, and I miss them. They're really cool.
So there's people asking if we can sedate the Goliath tigerfish.
Yes.
It's possible, but the means and methods for doing it, you can, if you mess up the dosing, then you're basically killing the fish, or if you don't sedate it enough, it's pretty much worthless.
Here's the problem. There is no actual dose that you can give the fish. What you do is you put the fish in a vat of water. Like, say we're going to do a gill surgery on it. You put the fish in a vat of water that has the clove oil in it. And then when the fish starts to fall onto his side, you take him out, put him in clean water, you do the surgery. When he starts reviving, you put him back in. So it ain't like a dosage. It's leave him in there until he starts to pass out, put him in clean water, do your surgery. Put him back to get him back, sedated. And you can't do that while traveling and all that kind of stuff. So we could put a couple of drops in and, hopefully it'll calm him down a little. But there's no real dosage that you can do.
They used to
Every
make,
fish is different.
They used to make mild sedatives that you can use for shipping fish, and the FDA put the ban hammer on it, and they no longer make those.
So many medicines got screwed by that. I mean, we're paying so much for medicines now because the FDA come in and closed down half of. You used to have Microblift, had all kinds of medicines. Now they barely. Aquascape had all kinds of medicines. Now they barely got any medicine. You know that it's too much for them to keep up with and you know pay for all these different. It's just bad and you know the consumer and the fish pay the price. That's all there is to it. We used to have good medicines available, and there used to be a remedy for everything. And now, these days, you can't get that, so that remedy is gone.
We got Their World Aquatics for $10. He said the podcast with Joey was awesome. It actually touched down on a lot of good topics that should help all YouTubers. And yes, the 1,000 is done. Whee!
Joe.
But is it full of water yet?
I'm not going to rag on him for about that, but, you know, you said something to me about the video. You still haven't been here to make it with Josh. You guys, I put up a video of how the electric eel lights up that sign. Well, Joe and Josh were here, and they came out. Joe come over. He's an electrician. He come over, and he did the science behind it and figured all that stuff out. And they're supposed to do a video on this, but we're still waiting, Joe. I mean, is that why they call him Slow Joe? So, you know, still got to do that video. The science behind how that electric eel lights up and the voltage and how much and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, we tried different areas of putting the wires down in, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I put out the video of where it just lights up. That's because I was... Actually, we had gone to bed, and, you know, I needed to run out real quick because I didn't want to wake Josh up and make a video. So I made that video. Kind of jumped over Joe and Josh's video, but they haven't made it yet. And now it's, 2.5 weeks later, still haven't made it. So tell them, you want that video made. It'll tell you guys how everything works and the who's and whys.
We got $5 from Megan Tybee. Finally back. Love from Ontario, Canada.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That's awesome.
We
You know how many Canadians actually support us and back us and watch us? They're awful nice people. You know, Chris Biggs, you can yell at this man and he will just be like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you." I mean, they're just so nice. I don't understand it, but I love it.
We have Omar Acevedo for $10. Says the knowledge of fish that you guys have is amazing. Where did you get your schooling? By the way, my last name is pronounced Acevedo. LOL.
Get him.
I shall remember that, buddy.
Yeah, you will.
The knowledge on fish just comes from the years and years of doing it, experience other people's stories. If someone else has the knowledge that we don't and they share it with us, then we gain that knowledge and try and share it with everyone else. Because like it or not, a majority of all these fish that we're keeping, there's not really a lot of information online. And you basically just have to go by word of mouth of other keepers who've experienced the fish or, you know, something along those lines. So we all try and help each other out. Brandon Animal Lover said, at Josh, what are the 7 man-eating fish? You have the goonch, the paraiba, the jow. You have the Wells catfish. You have the Wallago You have the Mekong giant catfish. And there's one more. What is it? It's slipping my mind.
Paraiba.
Ooh.
I see what you're doing.
Ooh, what?
Getting you back.
I'm getting it back.
I will have to get back with you on the 7th one. I don't remember off the top of my head.
The Wells?
I already said that. Oh, all right.
We have $5 from, what does that say? Designosaur? 53? Love from Los Angeles. Thank you so much from Los Angeles.
Well, thank you very much.
Yep.
Look at Joe coming up with the excuses. It's my wife. Tell her. The Joe just said that. Tell her.
She's probably there watching.
That's funny.
All right. Someone said, I thought the Mekong is a vegetarian. Well, most of your iridescent sharks are vegetarians too, but they're also opportunistic
Omnivores.
eaters. They will eat anything that they can. If you get a 12-foot Mekong cat that is
that weighs the
very
size
hungry,
of much of as a Volkswagen, he can suck you right down.
All right, so let's.
No, we got a good question here. This is amazing. Cynthia Amazkua says, "Are wild fish a no-no?" No. This. Okay. Round here, we're allowed to keep wild fish. So, is it a no-no? It's a moral thing. You know what I'm saying? In reality, if they're living good in the wild, leave them in the wild. That's their best place. They're doing good. But if you have to take them, here's the rules in Ohio for Lake Erie and stuff like that. You can take crappie, you can take walleye, all that. You can take it home in your fish tank. You cannot have more than your daily allowable limit of catching. So if I'm allowed to catch 7 walleye a day over 28 inches, then I'm allowed to keep them in my house in my fish tank because that's what you're allowed to catch a day. If I'm allowed 12 crappie at 12 inches or more, if I get caught with a 4-inch crappie, then, I'm in trouble by the ADA or what's it called?
Department of Agriculture.
Department of Agriculture. So you got to check out where you live and see what your fishing rules are. And as long as you keep it under that amount, then you're not in trouble. Would I suggest it? No. If they're doing good out in the wild, leave them in the wild. That's the best thing for them.
We got Dave from Iowa. He says he enjoyed the podcast with Joey, but Josh talked too much.
That's funny. Oh my God.
Dave Martin with $5 says Reaper.
Yeah, he didn't show up tonight, but here's to you, Reaper.
See, I told you, goonch would have been the better drinking word.
A lot of people are saying goonch.
All right, let's switch the drinking word to goonch. Okay, it's now goonch. If somebody says goonch, I've said it 3 times. Consume, and and Josh's favorite fish is the goonch. That's 4 times. Okay, so let's just talk fish.
The goonch.
Their World Aquatic said the number 7 known man-eater is my wife.
Oh, I'm not going to talk about that. Wow. Okay.
Jaha Latu says, greetings from Finland. Love your channel and watch it every day.
Really? I love all of our far-reaching friends. That's awesome.
Yep.
Finland, that's far out there.
Kel Bell actually said, did Josh name the goonch yet? I was actually going to start a contest, and we were going to let you guys name it, and hopefully the name that I was thinking is going to pop up in there, because great minds think alike. So, maybe a poll on the next video, because we can do the goonch and the tigerfish.
Yeah.
So yeah, not this next video coming out tomorrow, but the one after it, where you guys are going to see the awesome transfer of the Goliath tigerfish.
So the tigerfish is going to be called Tony, right? Tony the tiger?
Oh my God. We'll start. Go on, Holmes.
I'm tired.
He says I'm tired.
It's great.
Where's that life alert button? Give it to me.
I can't get up.
Do you need one of those life alerts?
Yes.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
I can't get up.
All right. So Callum Duff said, what are you going to do when the goonch gets big, big, big? Well, I'm going to love it, and I'm going to rub it, and I'm going to pet it.
I'm going to ride it.
All right. We got Dave Martin for $5, and he said, goonch.
Well, we read that before, but let's do it again. Yes, we did.
He said Reaper.
Oh, he's right.
I know I'm
You're
right.
right.
Sammy Davis Jr. Hey guys, I know it's a ton of work, but will you guys be draining the Bellagio tanks and putting those backgrounds on? I know you were considering doing it.
That's what stopped us now, is because we have to drain it, because the inside, on a 4 foot tall tank, it's actually bowing out like 1/8 of an inch, and we got it touching the wall when it was empty. So when we filled it up, it now the center of the 4 foot tallness touches the wall. We can't get the background behind it. So we need to drain it down to about 1 foot. We can slide the background behind it and then fill it back up. We haven't gotten around to it because it's not a necessity. The tank looks great. You see it behind you there. We just haven't gotten around to it. It's on my list to do. I do have a list to do here. And let me see right here. There's my list to do. Oh, you can't even read that, can you? It goes down and down and down and down. I'm still going. Still going. This is my list to do. I'm still going all the way down to, here we go. I'm still going. Oh, it stopped now. Now, what I do is I go through this whole list. These are all things I want. All things I want to do, all things I want to get done. And I'll bring out what's practical that we need to do first and put that at the top of the list. And then me, Joshy, his brother, Will Star, Reaper, whoever, Luke comes over, we get things done. And we knock them off the list. Then I bring up more stuff. Well, we can't do this because we got to do this first. And we can't do this until we do that. So we have to bring up this one. Okay, so now I got this up here. And, it's all common sense. But we're getting everything done in a matter of time. It's just that we got to do certain things first. So we've got a huge list to do.
We got Jim Sheasley for $10. He said, "Happy Friday.
Hey, Jim.
Just checking in. Prayers for Tracy."
Aw, thank you, Jim. Did we release that thing for Jim, the awesome people?
I believe so.
No, let me look. I don't think we did. I think it's to go out tomorrow morning. Let me look on here, under the galleries, picture. There we go. Okay, is this the one from Jim Sheasley? Play the video.
While you're looking at that, Alexandra Slang is asking, can she send tilapia to you from Amazon?
Yes.
You certainly can.
Yes, of course. Okay, no, this is the Jim Sheasley one, so no, we haven't put it out yet. Jim, your thing will be on Awesome People tomorrow. That is Jim's, right? Oh, no, that's the Richard Maloney. And,
Yeah, I don't think so.
And okay, so let me look and see if there's
You're
another
getting
one.
behind on them, buddy.
I know, I've got a couple of them here to lay out. So we did release the Jim Sheasley onto. Oh no, here's another one. Nope, that's the Megan thing. We did release the Jim Sheasley onto Facebook, so it's out there, Jim. All the stuff you brought over to us, we thanked you, and it's on Facebook already. I hope you saw it, buddy. Hope you saw it, because you're an amazing friend of the rescue.
Jay Savoy said, "What's up with Matt's tank?" Well, it's sitting there full of water. That's about it. We just removed all the koi and put them out in the pond.
Yep, pond's up and running, and all the koi went in it. We had that 2 weeks of warm weather. We were able to get them close to the same temperature, and we transferred them out there, and they're doing great. As far as what we're going to do with the tank, we don't know yet. We've now got 4 empty tanks. The 580, the 450, the 500 we have to fix, and then the Matt's Monster Fish, the, 750?
Mm-hmm.
So we got them 4 fish.
I didn't understand that.
You're not supposed to be listening to me.
She's like,
Why
what?
are you listening to me?
Martel McCoy says, saw you guys on Joey's podcast. I appreciate you guys even more, even though Josh did not talk much.
Aw, we're going back on the podcast, and Josh will talk then. And thank you. I appreciate that. We had a little bit of a problem with the sound. I was so loud, and Joey was so quiet. It was kind of hard to deal with, and I can't hear, so... But we're going to get past that. Next time we're going to do a trial run. What?
Dougie. Nothing, bro. The comment Dougie left. You'll read it when you get to it.
To answer your question, there has not been enough warm days for me to take the boat out yet. The only warm day that I could have taken it out was I gave it up for fish stuff.
That never happens, huh? We have not got to test it out yet. We got the stars got to line up in a perfect line for us to be able to get away from the rescue. I got to have a nurse here, and from 8 to 4 every day, that's that time.
That's for him to go. I can take it whenever I want.
You stop it. We can't take it out on Lake Erie. It's only got a 9.9 motor on it. It's for inland lakes. It's a pontoon boat. Josh is wanting to look for a 150, 200 horse motor to put on it for Lake Erie, and make it the boat that'll pull like the jet ski and stuff all the way out to where we're going to go. Park the pontoon boat, use the jet ski for towing people and kneeboarding and skiing and all that, and have the boat as a hangout. In the lakes, we have these things called the sand turfs. The sand dunes are only 2 foot deep in the water, and then the sand comes out of the water and you can walk up there. Everybody, I mean, there's like many of these for miles. Everybody just hangs out on these dunes and talks to everybody else on the boats, and the boats pull up and hang out there. That's the place to be. That's some fun stuff there. Crystal clear water, white sand in Lake Erie. And, we're over here by Cleveland where our water is like poop brown. You go in the water, you come out, every hair on your leg is covered in like green nastiness. But up by the Cedar Point there, it is so crystal clear and beautiful. It looks like you're out at, Turks and Kinko's. It's beautiful.
Drew was
Turks
asking.
and Kinko's. I think Kinko's was an old
Office.
printing press.
What was it called?
Turks and Caicos.
Caicos.
Turks and Caicos.
How often do
Okay.
you have to go to the
I like
store for
Kinko's,
fresh
though.
food for fish?
Every week.
Every week.
Every Wednesday.
Drew was asking that.
Yeah.
Yep, I go every Wednesday. And sometimes I don't make it till Thursday.
Sometimes we go there and they're still out. They didn't get their order in yet, and we buy everything they have.
Alexandra Stengel for $20 says, buy a plant for your back pond. Well, thank you.
Nice.
We will certainly do that. It is actually getting to be the season that our local stores are starting to have
We're waiting on plants,
their plants coming in, so that'll be ramping up here soon.
Space Ninja, it's been a long time since I've been to Cedar Point. I don't know about you guys. He's talking about Cedar Point up there and where the water is. It's been a long time.
Put-in-Bay, all that area.
I go a couple times a year. It's all right. It's fun.
Yeah, it's the best
I
roller
mean,
coaster.
it's a lot more fun if you're from out of town and you haven't been there before. But I normally just go and I sit in the grown-ups pool at the bar. Good enough for me.
You're going to be a wonderful dad.
I don't have no kids yet. All right. Oh, all right. More questions.
I'm looking. I'm trying
Are
to come
you
up
going
with
to go with feeding the chicken breast?
Yes, we're going to try it when they're on sale. We
Well,
found them
not-
today.
Not right now. It's not on sale.
Right. We found them today for $1.79 a pound, but we have found them before for a 99 cents a pound chicken breast, that kind of stuff. So we're waiting on the thing to come in. I've already agreed to go ahead and buy them and try them, at least for just the catfish. They're big boys. They're 3 and 4 foot. Let them fill up on it, and throw pellets in too, and let them get their nourishment from pellets and the shrimp and the tilapia. But throw in the chicken first because it's cheaper. The tilapia is $3 a pound, which is supposed to be no nutritional content, but that's what we've grown them on. And it's supposed to not be that good because it's processed and all this kind of stuff. I mean, if it was fresh tilapia that we grew or something like that, it'd be different. But we're going to go ahead and give them the chicken, then some shrimp and tilapia too. So.
All right, we got Rob Schilling for $10. He said pound plants. # Team Tracy.
Thank you, Rob. This is the time. We're going to get ready to go. We've got about, I'd say, what do we got? $1,200.
Weather to break.
Yeah,
because
we got $1,200
it's
and saved up money that we're going to go and spend on the backyard and that kind of stuff. And I'd like to get the place cleaned up because Greg Woodstock and Aquascape, they're coming out not next weekend, but the weekend after. So we got 2 weeks to get this place in shape. They're coming out to video and do an update video and check out all their creations they did and the stuff they donated. So we got some things to do this next 2 weeks. Next weekend's going to be the whole mod get together barbecue thing, and then Joe's coming. He's going to be here from Thursday until Sunday. Metalheads are coming, I think, Friday until Sunday. Anybody else who's going to stay? Or are they just coming out for the day?
The headaches, right?
Yeah, Eric coming out Friday.
Eric High Tech's coming out. I don't know if he's staying the night or 2 nights. I don't know. But, after that weekend's over with, I've got a week to get ready for Greg Woodstock, Team Aquascape coming here to do videoing. So, we've got a lot going on.
Uh-oh. We got Kathy Murphy for $20. She said, oops, better send some chicken money.
We have
Thank you, Kathy.
G Maximus, love from Malaysia. Hashtag
Malaysia,
Team
wow.
Tracy, hashtag OFR rocks.
You know what kills me is everybody around the world has heard about Tracy and is sending their love. I mean, that just melts my heart. That kills me. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's amazing of you, and you're a good man. Thank you. So, I can't wait for her to wake up and us to show her all the love and support she's had for this past year. Oh, my God.
Imagine her watching all the videos where everybody, you know what I mean?
Oh, I'm going to make her from day one, all the different updates we did, and then all the people and all the messages. I'm going to reread everything to her, because I used to go to the hospital. When it first happened, I was at the hospital all day long, and I slept at the hospital at night. But all these messages that came in, I would read to her while holding her hand.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that again when she wakes up.
You're a good man, Rich.
Oh, you stop.
We have Amy Maxwell for $10. Said, what temperature should I keep a cichlid tank at? My tank always seems to stay at 83 degrees. Is that too warm?
83. That's a tad on the warm side. We keep ours at 80. But, you've been to Florida. It's hot. They don't have the option to go into the house and turn the AC on. But... same with the cichlids. They get hot there, and they're down in South America. They're down. I said South America. They're down in Africa where they're by the equator, and the waters do get warm, so they can live at that, no problem. Here's what I like: 86, 87 degrees.
Wait, I thought South America is where the
You
cichlids
stop
are
it.
from.
The
The
cichlids.
cichlids, right?
Yeah. I knew he was coming up with something.
We got Ann's for $5. Didn't say anything. There's just a little fox there that's smiling and then frowning. I don't know.
She sent me a message. I'm supposed to smack you on the back of your head.
Ouch, don't do it.
We have Their World Aquatics for another $10. Said, with all those people coming over, we can definitely find 5 people to hold hands and be in series with Tesla.
Jeez. I'm not going to be on the end.
Well, I think Joe will do it. I think Mr. Metalhead will do it. I'll do it. Joe from Their World will do it. So we need one more.
Oh, I'll do it, but I'm in the center. I'm not on the end. I'm not going to be the guy that gets zapped. I'll let it conduct through me. No problem.
Well, in theory,
Are you going to be on the end?
All 5 should feel it the exact same.
No. Wrong.
This is what we're testing out.
Do you remember I was a hillbilly? I grew up and there was nothing better to do. We peed on electric fences.
Oh.
Yes. We did this.
What?
Is that why it's so small?
No, he didn't, dude. He's like... I better say.
No, that's why it's swelled to the size it is today. The problem is, the last person on the line that touched something got zapped. The people in the middle didn't. We didn't feel nothing. But, the last person, I did this to Josh right here, and then, the electric fence would hit, it would zap him to his face, and he would, jump. We didn't feel nothing.
The electricians in the chat are saying that's wrong.
Okay, what they're talking about is if one person's getting zapped and the next person walks up is grounded and gets zapped, they're both getting zapped because it's traveling through you and going to ground. I'm talking about we could hold the electric fence. Now check this out, electricians. All right. My brother Greg, he kind of dumb. He grabbed the electric fence.
Kind of dumb. I know.
He grabbed my brother Junior. My brother Junior would grab me, and then I would hit our oh my God, one of our buddies. I forget his name. This is our childhood buddy. He was dumb. He would stand there barefooted, and I would do this to his arm, and I'd be real close to him, like quarter inch. And as soon as I felt any zapping, I'd touch him, and boom, it would just nail him and knock him on his ground. And it was fun. We had fun times as a kid. You know, we had apple trees in our yard. Me and Junior, the smallest, my youngest brother, would be on one side. Greg and that same guy, he lived on Jacques Road. I forget his name. Kevin. Greg and Kevin would be on the other side of the yard, okay? Now, we had big, boxes or something we hid in, but we'd throw apples at each other. Well, I got the idea. I could put an apple on a stick about 2 foot, and I could whip it. Boom! It would nail my brother, So we're all now got 2 foot sticks, and we're putting apples on the end, and we're slinging them at each other. And we're talking smack, And then my brothers are going in crying to my stepmother. Oh my God! But we had fun. We're hillbillies with nothing to do.
Someone says he was dumb because you kept shocking him.
No, my little brother Greg. I come walking back from the woods where we were in the back, and my dad's garden's back there and stuff. And I come out of the woods, and he had a gravely, and I took the gravely through the fields, and I was making dirt bike tracks, right? I come walking back because it was out of gas and stuff. I come walking back, and my little brother Greg is sitting there, and he's got his Daisy BB gun, and he goes, he puts it up there. I'm like, Greg, don't you do it! Don't you do it! Don't do it! And he starts laughing and shit. And I know he's going to do it. I turn, and he shoots me right on my tailbone. I'm telling you, for about 3 months, I had a BB embedded in my skin that I was trying to pop out that hurt so bad. And finally, it grew out and fell out, My brother shot me with a BB gun. It sucked.
Did you guys used to have the bottle rocket wars like Kate Stu was saying?
No,
We used to hold them in our hands.
No, we had Roman candle wars.
Roman, yeah, those ones too.
You don't have to throw nothing.
No, you just hold it. Yeah. Yeah. The thing about the bottle rockets is you hold it as long as you can, and then you whip it at somebody. It's like it takes off, and they have no chance.
And then all of your hand is burnt right around.
Yeah, that's happened before. That's for sure.
We got Jim Sheasley for $50. He said, "Gonna miss you guys next week. Gotta work a double."
Aw, Jim, thought you was gonna come out, brother. I get that you gotta work. I get that, but I'd much rather have you here. But thank you.
Thanks for the super chat.
Dougie says, I'm due to the world's fastest zip line next month. He's due to do it. But I genuinely fear for Reaper's life when he jumped on a far zip line.
Well, he's an old guy. If he falls, he's going to just, that's it. He breaks a hip.
He's going to what?
Breaks. He's just going to fall apart. He's going to break a hip. He's going to break a knee. He's going to break an elbow. Going to break some ribs. And he won't be able to breathe, And I'm not giving him mouth to mouth. But
yes, Metalhead Prime. I have been involved in a mortar war one time, and it was not fun.
No.
It is for big boys.
Yeah, man.
You better get out the way.
Those mortars are coming.
All right.
Someone said your electricity playing around was what stimulated that awesome hair growth, Rich.
The electricity.
it was from, the electricity and the BB gun shots when I was young. Could be from the bullet wounds or the stabbings I've had when I lived up in Cleveland. I don't know.
Chris Trottier for $5 at hashtag Team Tracy. Everyone hit the join button and become a member. And of course, Goonch at
Nice.
Ohio Fish Rescue.
Goonch. Did he actually said Goonch?
Goonch.
And you said Goonch?
I said Goonch.
And did you say Goonch?
I think I said Goonch again, though.
Oh,
That's like 8
thinking
times
Goonch.
now.
5, 6, 7 times. Goonchy, Goonch.
You guys should be good and south by now.
Kenny's Aquariums is asking, what is the best place for an air pump? Above or below your tank? What is the longest
Okay.
you had an air pump last? Goonch, goonch, goonch.
I have one air pump right now, an LA 80 Alita, that's been running for 10 years, running my entire fish room.
Whoa.
Okay, running great. I have a second one just waiting. But I've used air pumps. Now, here's the thing. If you have it on top of your tank, you always have problems with vibration. You move it, you put some pads under it, whatever, and it's always still got some noise to it because it's vibrating on your lid, which is a plastic, piece of whatever. Now, you can put it on the carpet, and that's great. But here's the problem. If your air pump stops, if your power goes out, your air line will automatically fill up the air stone, air line, all that, and it'll hit the top and go over, and all of a sudden it'll start draining out. It'll go down to your air pump and backwash your air pump and flood your carpet and drain your tank down until it's as low as where the air stone is or the bubble wall or whatever, which is normally at the bottom. It'll keep draining it all out into your carpet until then, or the power comes back on. So there is a one-way valve you can buy at a pet store. It's like, I don't know, $1.19, and you can blow through it one way, you can't the other. So if you put it onto your air pump and blowing up, the water, it will not come back through, and you'll be fine. You'll never have a problem. So I keep all mine on the ground. I just make sure I have the one-way air valve on it. Very simple, very nice, very neat. You know, they sell them shelves to put your air pumps on. It's still vibrating, and it's vibrating plastic, and it's making noise. On the carpet down below is the best, but you have to have a one-way air valve on it. They're very cheap. Do that, and you'll never have the problem. That's the best way for us.
All right. There was a lot of funny comments here in the.
Well, read them.
Kel Bell says, in Reaper's last video, the koi seemed to be more active and you could really see them nicely. I can't wait to watch them get fed.
It was warmer then. Now it went back cold. You know, like today it was 45 degrees. We're going to start feeding them as soon as the nighttime temperature does not go under 50. Because, you know, the koi, they eat, and then if it goes under 50, they start hibernating, and that food in there will start rotting in there, you know. You have bacteria problems, all kinds of stuff. So don't feed your koi yet until the nighttime temperatures are above 50, and the daytime temperatures I don't care about. As long as they're above 50, the nighttime will be above 50. You know, that's when you start feeding your fish. Then you can feed them every day, and, you know, they'll learn to come up to you while you're feeding. They'll learn to come hang out with you, and, you know, you can feed them with a spoon or feed them by your hand, and they'll come up to you because they want to eat. You know, right now it's kind of iffy because it's still sort of cold. So that's a good rule of thumb on that.
So we have Ames2 said, "Hey Josh, sorry about the rude introduction to Wisconsin. I don't know who you talk to, but thank goodness not all are like that." Actually, Wisconsin was actually Milwaukee was one of my favorite cities I've been
There's
to.
nothing to do on the state.
Everyone there was kind, even though I walked into a bad part and there was people peeing on gas pumps and bulletproof glass everywhere. We're not going to talk about that part, but, you know, I just stepped.
It was like downtown Cleveland.
I just stepped on the wrong side of town for a little bit, but everyone, I was walking around downtown. Me and my girlfriend got lunch, and everyone was so not nice and kind. Like, I have nothing against Wisconsin.
Had a good time there.
I enjoyed my time there.
Let's address this pet store thing. Even with the pet store. Now, yes, the pet store did not give him water. He needed water. He had to go down the street to a gas station that did give him water. Okay? It's not the pet store's fault. The pet store owner is getting, all you guys are like, you know, and thank you for having our back, but everybody's putting bad, you know, what's that called? Reviews on his Google account, and we don't want to do that, guys. You know, let's say I'm the store owner and I hired an employee at, you know, $12 an hour, $10 an hour, and she neglected to give Josh some water. Does that mean I should have to pay for my business? Should get bad remarks? I don't think so. You know, it was an employee. It wasn't the owner. So if you guys left bad remarks for the store, please, you know, I love you guys. Thank you for sticking up for us. But go back and remove them. The store owner isn't the bad guy, you know, and that's hurting his sales, his business, and his reputation. And I don't want that. You know, he did go on there and basically call us liars. I don't know why he did that, but, you know, we're better than that. We don't want to penalize him. It was an employee. It was a young girl, and she didn't give us water. Could we make his business suffer? Yes, we surely can. With all you guys behind us, we could all just, you know, be vindictive and do all this. But we're not that way. We don't want to be that way. You know, she didn't know. She don't know. She should have known. Any pet store nowadays, if somebody comes in for water or comes in seriously carrying a fish, my tank just broke, my fish is going to die. They should help. Okay, they should care about the animals first. But it wasn't the store's policy or none of it. It was the new girl, or I'm not saying new girl. It was the employee that worked there. Whether she knew or not or whatever, it's her fault, not the store owners. So you guys can go remove any bad remarks on that and just leave it at a 4-star or something. You know, we don't want to make anybody pay. We don't want to make anybody suffer in business. You know, and it is a pet store, so we want it to grow and be good. You know.
All right, I think you're rambling a little too
No.
much now.
He will see this and he'll understand and he'll be like, you know what, anybody, and he'll tell his staff, anybody that comes in here needing water for a water change for a fish that they're saving or whatever, give it to him. You know, he won't want to go through this. So I think we've proved our point. Let's go remove the bad remarks and let's move on from here. And if he has something bad to say, then we'll just turn our cheek and not go there again. Okay. Other than that, I don't want to be the bad guy and make somebody's business suffer. If he did it himself, it'd be a different story. But it wasn't. It was one of his employees.
Who knows? It could have been. We don't know.
Oh, you stop it.
Jay Savoy says, glad to see you enjoy cleared up the air. Can't wait to see him at OFR, Rich.
And
yes, Joey is coming here. He is going to make the trip here to the OFR, and he might even learn something. But he's going to look over our stock and look over our filtration and see if he can help us in any way. And, he's got a lot of knowledge there from a lot of years. And if he can, cool. That's awesome. And if he can't, well, that's cool. We'll just do a video. But he's coming here, and he likes what the rescue stands for. He wants to, help back us and all that kind of stuff. So, give him a chance, guys. He's a good guy.
well, Miss Metalhead Prime asked if I drank some Spotted Cow. Don't know what the hell that is, but I did have an IPA called the Spotted Cow. So I did
That's
drink
what she's
that.
talking about. Yeah, for sure.
Someone said it's just a glorified water.
This was a actually very, very tasty IPA, and it was like 8%, I think.
Yeah.
I actually
Wow.
have the bottle in there.
Someone's saying cheese curds also.
That is the home of the best cheese curds on the planet.
Yeah.
Really?
But
Canada says they're the home of the best cheese curds on the planet.
Wisconsin.
Canada will be there.
Wisconsin is the best cheese curds, best cheese in the world. So you know how you tell if a cheese curd is actually good?
The amount of chewiness,
No.
the squeakiness when you
you bite into it, it must squeak.
Yes, that's
But
I call it the chewiness.
When you buy a thing of
That's good cheese.
cheese curds, they might not always be squeaky. You might have to cook them for X amount of time, and then they'll get that squeakiness. So.
Okay, so what does this have to do with our Fishy Fridays?
Because someone
Ask
mentioned
about the
cheese
beer.
curds. Someone mentioned cheese curds.
Gravy Davy for $5 says working on the fish room and sipping a beer with the OFR. Cheers. Hashtag.
Now that's what
Tracy.
life's about. You're living the good life right there, brother.
There it is, man. Nice. Meldrick Harper, turn one of the empty tanks into a saltwater tank. Rich.
Yes, we are. I have all that equipment, all that supplies. We just haven't decided where and how, because our pool room, in the wintertime, it gets cold in there. We heat the water in the pool room. We don't heat the air. So, if I do a saltwater tank in there, then, it's going to have to be cooler availability, fish that can handle cool water. But if I do it in the fish room, we really don't have room, and I have to, decide where we're going to move what to do what. So we don't know yet. I'm ready, and I'm willing, and I'm wanting. We just got to wait for the perfect timing.
Sammy Davis, I agree with that. Colin Doyle for $10. Joey had a lot to say under his breath, and that had me fired up. You guys don't need his help. Y'all are perfect the way y'all are. Goonch, goonch, goonch.
Thank you. But see, a lot of people don't understand. Just like IE 617 says, half the time Joey was talking to his daughter on the podcast. That's not his daughter. That's his girlfriend and co-host.
She was quiet like Josh.
She was very quiet, yes. But, you know, a lot of people don't know and read into things and, you know, and say things. And, you know, I don't know. He did look at her a lot. Now, someone else said this. Joey, you need to look at us so that we feel like we're, you know, involved in it.
Yeah.
He would, you know, read a question, and then he would look to her and answer it. And then I'm over here staring at the screen, you know. So even the great DIY Joey, which has been in it for so many years, can still learn. Sure. Everybody can learn.
Yeah.
He's talking to her when he really needs to look at the audience or the camera, which is the audience, and talk to them. They feel more involved, you know. Yeah. And I'm not putting him down at all. No. You know, it's just everybody. You know, maybe he forgot that over time because he used to do it. He used to talk straight to the camera.
Yeah.
Now he's just not on the podcast. He may have his reasons. I don't know. Yeah. But, you know, someone, you know, a few people have mentioned that so far that they felt, you know, like outcast peeping. You know? Okay. Augustin Ortiz says, what are you guys going to do once you don't have any more space for tanks? Will you just keep expanding and get a new building? Well, you know what? Here we've been trying this. We've been wanting government grants forever and keep trying. We are not guaranteed a government grant. We're trying and trying and trying. If we get one, we can get a building and, you know, open up a public aquarium/rescue. And then we can move all of our stuff to there and blah, blah, blah. And my house will be my house, and then we'll have a business. A rescue and a aquarium. But we can't, you know, getting a government grant is really hard. So I would love to, but then we're talking two sets of bills. Bills for the house, bills for the building. The rent for the building. Or if we get a government grant, we can buy a building and build one, or buy the land and build one, or whatever. You know, you've got two separate sets of bills. I'm not ready to accept that right now. Unless we get a government grant, we're not getting another building. We will add on here, and as we upgrade, we get rid of the smaller tanks. We've still got a few 180s, 195s, 225s, so we can turn them into 300s and stuff like that. We will do it. But, you know, we're moving our tools to put up the 580, and then we've got the 450. We are still deciding where to put it. So, you know, that, I don't know. We're always in a perpetual building type thing, perpetual upgrading, and we will keep on going. We will keep doing what we're doing until we find a better way, and then we will do it that way. So stick with us.
Liz Dresney for $10. She said, "Psh, I'll donate 10."
Liz who?
Dresney.
There you go.
Said, I'll donate $10. Can we talk about cheese curds again? Cheesy.
Liz, come on now.
Easy.
See, what was that poutine from Canada?
Poutine.
You don't like it?
It was disgusting.
The brown
Now,
gravy.
They take cheese curds.
I have had poutine, and you know, us Americans make poutine and it tastes good. But good old Biggs came down saying, you got to try my poutine, and it was awful.
Oh, he said Canadian poutine. The gravy that he had on there, and then the
Who brought it?
Chris Biggs.
Okay.
It's got to mess with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotta mess with him. But no, he brought down his national, you know, favorite poutine from Canada, and it's what it is. It's cheese curds, French fries with gravy over it.
On it.
Yeah, and you know it was really good. See who that was, Josh? It was really good, but the cheese curds we had here seemed to be better, and I'm not putting Chris down at all. It's just that gravy tasted kind of funky, you know.
Funky, huh?
Funky.
Like it had some Vegemite or something in it?
Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what it was. Who's at the door?
Don't know. Didn't say anything.
Tony
Sounds like
1738. Me and my dad, Sean the Fish Guy, want to swim in your monster pond. Maybe sometime during the summer if it's okay with you.
Get a hold of me.
Gave us
Let me
$5 for the
know.
chat.
And, you know, I let people swim in there, but you got to do it at your own risk, and you got to sign a waiver in case any fish bites you, in case you drown, in case you don't know how to swim, in case whatever the reason. My homeowner's policy, I have to have a signed waiver. Okay, that's all. But if you want to do that, get in there. Feed them your toes. I don't mind.
Could you feed cheese curds to any fish or turtles? I wouldn't advise it, but I'm sure you could.
It's not really that healthy for them.
I'm sure that they'd enjoy it.
Yeah.
Did you get this one yet?
Cheesy.
Yeah, we got that.
You're behind about a half hour.
Someone's asking Josh if you have a backup plan for the tiger fish if it doesn't work out at 4,400.
58,000,
The 58,000.
which he might just go straight into there.
I don't know, though. I
Depends
mean,
on
he's super
size.
fast, but he's small enough to where one of the red tails can't swallow him. But he is super fast. So, we're right here.
Yeah.
I would steer against that for a minute.
They don't sleep on the bottom of the tank. They're always moving.
Did you get this one?
No, that one. There's
Yeah.
one above that. I'll read it. From Richard Maloney. Did Big Rich learn?
Richard's here.
Did Big Rich learn not to make fun of muddy people with that diarrhea rear end and leg?
I fell down in front of Reaper, and he took the video, took the picture. My knee is covered in mud. My butt is covered in mud. My elbows are muddy. I slipped out. I tried to turn. I twerked my back. I hit the ground. Got the wind knocked out of me, and I'm laying there. I'm like, oh God, please don't let Reaper go get the camera. Luckily, Reaper cared more, and he come running over to me. Are you all right? Because that was a bad fall.
Yeah.
And he helped me up and stuff, and I started laughing because you didn't grab the camera. I would have grabbed the camera.
Yeah, you can lay there an extra 30 seconds.
The footage was worth it.
But no, we got to say something. Richard Maloney. Now this man here, we're sitting there. Me and Josh, we're working all day, and it's hot. It's outside, and we're both muddy, slipping and sliding around. We get done. We come in here. We start to clean up, and then we start doing the fish tank work. We're cleaning the glass and stuff, and somebody comes to the front door, and there's a pizza there. Josh goes up there, and he's like, I think you got the wrong house. And he goes, is this for, blah, 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 this address? And Josh is like, yeah, but we didn't order pizza. He goes, oh, no, blah, 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 I ordered it, and it's just for, you guys. We're like, okay. He brings it in, he's like, Dad, someone ordered us a pizza. And we started looking, and it was Richard Maloney. Had ordered us a pizza. Now, this wasn't just a pizza. This was what was the name of the company? Antonio's Pizza, 5-meat pizza. It had sausage, bacon, what else is on there?
Ham, I don't know.
Ham, pepperoni. Oh my God, this was so good. And the cheese that they use is natural mozzarella. This cheese, you'd bite into and it was squeaky and you'd pull away and there'd be bridges. Oh my God, my favorite pizza ever. This cheese was awesome.
Mozzarella?
Mozzarella.
A boot?
So, we start eating and we're like, oh my God. And we get to the third piece each and our mouth are sore from chewing so
mozzarella.
much. There's so much meat and so much cheese. We order the cheap stuff. We order straight from Marco's Pizza, the square deal for $7.99, one topping. We get one pepperoni, one sausage, and we feed everybody.
Yeah.
But they use the Domino's foam cheese.
Oh yeah.
It's not.
You get what you pay for with the pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's for sure.
That Antonio's, Richard, I'm telling you, that was so good.
Antonio's,
I appreciate that so much. That was some chewy, hard cheese, double thick. Oh my God. My mouth's watering right now talking about it.
Some Antonio's, huh?
It's good pizza.
Keep going.
All right, we got Ange again for $5 more. I feel like such a horrible fish family member. I'm so behind in videos, so busy. We'll find some time this weekend. Goonch times 10 because it's Friday.
Thank you, Ange.
Well, Ange, we will never call you a horrible fish friend or fish keeper, but, watch our videos. No, but thank you. Appreciate that. Don't feel bad. real life I tell this all the time to people. Real life gets in the way of our fishy business. It does. There's bills, there's, kids, there's, problems at the house. There's somebody at the front door. There's problems at the house. Your garbage disposal goes out, your dishwasher goes out, you got a leak in the pipes, your fish tank's leaking. Real world gets in the way of our hobby all the time. Our hobby is, let's feed them. Let's sit here and watch them. That's our hobby. All that other stuff just gets in the way.
Alrighty.
IFG's in the house. What's up, IFG? How you doing today?
IFG's here? How you doing,
standing
Evan?
right there. What's up, Will? How you doing, IFG?
Oh, IFG's going to come here and say, what's up, Will?
Well, you know.
IFG, Evan, I thought you was my friend, bro. Oh, wait. Atul
From Dubai.
Shinoy says, hello from Dubai.
Nice.
Wow, very nice.
Yeah.
That's way across the map. Wow, I love that. Thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. That's awesome. And I've heard nothing but good things about Dubai. Oh my God, I'd love to come there and visit one day. I don't know if they'd handle me, but
I can get the hell out.
Right.
SC Aquatics is in the house.
Hey, what's up, Steven?
What's up, Steve? Roger 25701. Appreciate that.
No.
It's
You and Roger can just go. Get out, Steve.
all the love around here.
Chris Ray says, hey, Rich, I'm fairly new to your channel and absolutely love it. A recent heart attack has me sidelined. Ooh, I'm sorry to hear that, brother. And I just want to really thank you for what you guys do at OFR. When I can, I will send cash. Don't worry about that. You worry about getting better. You worry about, just watching us and having a good time and sit back and relax. You'll get better. Worry about the other stuff later. Don't fret the small stuff. Just get better, brother.
We got a shout out from Vancouver Island, saying they're watching from Vancouver Island.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
They're all over the world here watching.
Alright, I'm going to go handle some stuff with Richie. I'm going to step out for the stream tonight, guys. It was nice hanging out with you. I will see you all next week. And as always, stay fishy, my friends.
There goes my daughter. There goes my daughter,
He just
Joshie.
broke out. What's up?
Joshwina.
So
Sit up here.
Josh.
He's like the daughter I never had. Okay, what do we got here?
All right, let me find some questions.
Will you quarantine the whole rescue again after ATF? No, the GATF we're going to put straight into one of the big tanks. We can now see what you guys don't understand. We can shut each tank off of our system. We pre-thought this many times. So that tank, let's say we put them in the 4400. We shut off the incoming and outgoing and water, and it's on its own water. Now, every, once a week or so, we'll have to do a water change on it. That's not completely on our whole system. It's on that whole tank. And let's say we had to put some medicine in there. We found something that, an outbreak or something. Now we have to medicate 4,400 gallons of water. That's not cheap on the medicine. You all know how expensive medicine is. But it's not, 100,000 gallons of water, which is indoors. We got 100,000 outside and 100,000 inside. So it's not on our complete system. We can shut it off and just do the 4,400. So worst case scenario, we have to treat the 4,400 with medication. Hope you can understand that and see where we're coming from.
Rob Schilling for $5 said, "You said my hair is muddy, priceless." In that video,
What video?
Will Reaper didn't help you out, or when you fell?
Oh
or
yeah.
something?
Wait. I don't care if my knee's muddy. I don't care if my butt's muddy. Is my hair muddy?
And his hair was.
You
perfect.
don't understand. I just got out of the shower and I walk out back because Reaper wants to make a video. Well, we need to make that walk bridge. Let's go do that. So I just got out of the shower and I fall on my arse and I got mud everywhere. I just asked if it was in my hair. That's all.
Get in my hair, Dad.
We got that's funny.
You're gonna quit laughing at me, Will.
It's a crying shame. Says this is my favorite channel on YouTube, and I don't even have a fish tank.
Oh, jeez.
Thanks, crying
Well, thank
shame.
you. Thank
Appreciate
you.
it. Oh man. Hey, Big Rich. This is from Sammy Davis Jr. I've been waiting on those Shut Up Rogers shirts forever. You guys selling those yet?
What's that?
The Shut Up Rogers shirt.
Oh,
Sammy
we don't
Davis.
sell. Should we sell
Yeah,
them?
absolutely, you should sell
Really?
them. Yeah, man.
All right.
Don't you guys want them out there?
Because you said that, I will go and I will design a Shut Up Roger shirt that you guys can buy off of Teespring on our merch channel. And I didn't know you guys wanted them.
Yeah.
That was a cool gift, and we thought it was cool. I didn't know I should merchandise them. I mean, if you guys want them, I'll do it.
Drink cups, too. OFR drink cups. They want them.
Really?
Yes, they do. Tell them in the chat. Do you guys want the drink cups?
Okay.
Do you guys want the beer koozies with the OFR on them for drinking with us on Fridays? They can have their OFR
For
stuff.
drinking with us on
on Fridays. Bam, pounding them back. You know what I mean? Like, feel part of the family.
Liz Dragney says, mozzarella.
Mozzarella.
All right.
See, Sammy Davis Jr. Yep, I want a cup.
Okay, I will do it. I'll do a cup and a shirt for you guys.
Other people are saying
Anything else?
Rodrigo Cortez.
If you guys want one of those, I'll get them too. Let me know what you guys want, and I'll make them.
Everything with the logo, someone just said.
Well, we have that. If you go to Teespring, any video that we have, under the video, there is a link of all these different pictures. Go to it, and you can see everything in the store of what we've got. We've got baby jumpers. We've got, beach towels. We got all kinds of stuff. So, go check out all the merch.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of things you could sell, shirts, cups, all kinds
Liz
of things.
Dragney says, don't forget to vote for Big Rich at themulletchampion.com. Rich deserves the big prize for this big hair. You don't understand. I was going to shave the sides of my head, so I would have been like this with, poofy hair up top, about an inch long, and I'd have put some, some stuff in it.
Rich is a trendsetter, everybody. He sets the trends, you know what I mean? Oh, man.
Dude, just because you want to be like me, don't mean that everyone else does.
All right. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, it jumped on me. Jeez.
Someone's asking about the link for the merchandise, where they find it. It's in Facebook, I believe you said?
No.
No?
Miss Metalhead will put it up right now.
Okay.
Thank you, Jessica. Put up the link for the merchandise. She's our head mod. She's doing a great job.
Bo Clarkson says, massive wave from the UK. Love you guys too much. Gucci, Gucci, Gucci. I live in an osteoporosis and have just learned to keep fish and keep a tank of guppies. Team Tracy.
Well, that's
Hashtag.
good, but I'm going to do this for you. Gucci, Gucci, Gucci.
We'll start ticklish, guys.
Thank you, Bo. That was funny. Oh, I saw Nate was here.
Nate's in that chat?
Yeah.
Nice. You guys have any other questions you want Rich to answer? Leave them in the chat.
We
It's a
getting
good
to the
time.
bottom? We getting to the
Yeah,
bottom?
we're at the bottom here.
What time is it?
8:09.
We got 20 more
20
minutes.
more minutes. You guys can ask Rich some questions, and he'll get to them.
Or if you want to see me smack Will, just tell me.
Either or. That's funny.
Oh, Liz says every time my doorbell goes off on my thing, her cat jumps up thinking it's her door.
Yeah, and there's another thing. Tracy's alarm in there. You get people say, "Oh, change that fire detector, that smoke detector." It's
I
not a
gotta
smoke
know if
detector.
Tracy's alarms goes off, so it's my phone with
Yeah.
a bunch of different notifications. I have to have it on because I got to run out there if something goes on. She starts going into a coughing hack, and the respirator says beep 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 beep. I got to run out there, So I'm sorry, guys. It sounds like a smoke detector, but it does let me know.
It's not a smoke detector, guys. It's her alarm.
It's not.
That too. It's not her smoke detector. So there you go. It's something very important. Help with Malawi bloat.
that's a very serious disease, and the only thing that you can do, a lot of people say feed them peas. That never works. Trust me. Stop that. It ain't gonna work. By the time you realize they got bloat, they're not going to eat no more. Okay, the peas would work if they were in their system, but it don't. So here's what you do: look up online and find out a Epsom salt bath. Now, what that does is it's a diuretic. It will clear everything out of them all the way through, and they will be so starving and hungry they will start eating again, and their bloat, everything that's in them, will get pushed out. So Epsom salt bath is the cure to bloat in the early stages. If it's late, there's nothing you can do. It's going to turn to pine cones, and then your fish is going to die. He's going to look like a big pine cone. All the scales will stick straight out all the way down the side, and it's too late. So get it early. If it starts to be bloated, put them in a Epsom salt bath. It's a diuretic. It will help. Do what you can.
Richard Maloney, OFR, big old beer, vodka mug for sure. That's what he wants to merchandise.
That's what he wants.
And he says, love saying Big Willie, Big Silly back. Big Willie, Big Silly. You don't know that song?
I just want you to say, look at this here. There's a Will. He comes up to about here on me. I'm only 6'1", so he's about 5'10".
Great things come in great packages, small packages.
No, but you can't sing Big Willie to you.
Well, there are things
what did your
big
aunt sing
about
to you?
me.
What did your aunt sing to you when you was little?
Oh, yeah, Little Willie, Willie won't go home. You can't push Willie around, Willie won't go. Yeah, that was a great song. That influenced me a lot when I was a little kid. So, yeah, that was a great one. that ringer.
I'm sorry.
What is that ringer people always ask? Frog?
Crazy Frog.
Crazy Frogs. Yeah, Crazy Frogs.
It's so rude that I have to answer it. Give me the phone. Give me the phone. Oh my God, I got it. Make it stop. Make it stop.
Shut it up. Shut it up already.
Right. Okay, so guys, as per your directions, I will make cups and what was the other thing?
Koozies, shirts, Shut
Up Roger shirts. Shut Up Roger shirts, Rodrigo Cortez, and the drink cups and drink koozies. 4 things I'm going to make.
Someone said they want sandals too, so they could look like
They
Big
don't
Rich.
have sandals.
What do you mean?
I should make the Big Rich out. I've been looking. Guys, tell me this ain't a great idea. I've been trying to find a t-shirt that has my hair from the neck all the way down to the belt line so that you could wear the shirt and have the long hair of Big Rich.
Big Rich.
But I can't find a company that does it. They give me like this much. Here, look on the picture. See this shirt here? This had like this much I could write on to here. And I can put that on there. And if I put my hair down there, down through here, it would stop right here. It wasn't good. I want to find a printing company that'll let me print the whole back of the shirt with hair. And then that way you guys got Big Rich hair, I thought that was a great idea.
Yeah, it was. Someone, Adrian Mabel Wright saying she's got a 16-inch iridescent shark and a 12-inch and 75-gallon. Might need to find a home for them.
Yeah. I don't know where you're located. I can't really talk to you right now, but if you go on to Ohio Fish Rescue YouTube page, Facebook page, Ohio Fish Rescue 501c3, okay? No matter where you are in the world, if you put up your fish free to good home and then, your location, Dublin, Ireland, whatever, people will answer you from your area and, want that fish. There's some of your neighbors, trust me, that have big fish tanks that would love that fish for free and would give it a good home. Now, there's some people around that will definitely want it and try and resell it. So you gotta talk to the people that want your fish and see how they're going to take care of it and see if they've done this before and, all that kind of stuff. So that's on you. But this is how we get a lot of fish homes all the way across the world. We help out. I will help out. I'll see it on my page, and I'll help out, and that kind of stuff. We can share it, and That's the best way. Now, if you're close to us and you want to drive it to us, we never say no to any fish. If you're far from us and you can wait a few months, I can make a trip, let's say to New Jersey. I can make a trip to New Jersey and get a bunch of rescues along the way, but it's going to take me a month or two to do this trip. Get it all planned out, get everybody's schedules right. Somebody works nights, somebody works days. I have to get this whole schedule worked out, and then, your Tuesday, your Wednesday, your Thursday, we're going back home, Friday. I have to do all that, so it takes a long time. It really does. But if you want to bring it to the rescue, you're more than welcome. If you're too far away, you're more than welcome to post it on the rescue, and just make sure you put it free to good home and your location. Otherwise, you're going to get swamped with where you located. People in California will be calling you. People in Florida are going to be calling you, and you might be in Germany. I don't know. Put your location in the header of free fish, and that'll help you a lot.
Mostly Maui Wowie. Still wearing my OFR t-shirt with pride in Amsterdam.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice. Absolutely, that's nice.
Who was that?
Mostly Maui Wowie.
Nice. I love that.
Yeah. Someone's asking.
Representing with pride.
All around the world, man. That's the whole thing. It's fascinating to me how it's worldwide. Not you guys, but just YouTube. Like even my little tiny stuff. Like sometimes I'll have people.
Your little tiny what?
Channel. Yeah. Insert fun.
This is why you don't have a girlfriend, right?
I got several, son. What's he talking? It's Will Star here. But anyway.
Angie's listening.
Oh, sorry. Didn't mean. Yeah, so it's all around the world, which is cool. People get to see us and all that other stuff. Oh, I had a question, but I forgot. I lost it. Oh, someone said they'd like to have OFR have their own craft beer. Make your own craft beer.
That would be nice.
They would love to buy it, they said.
You know what? There would be two different flavors. One, I love anything melon. Okay?
Melon, huh?
Now, melon, pear, melon, that kind of stuff. It's just so sweet and so good. I'd love that.
Yeah.
Josh would have a different flavor, and he loves potency.
Potency, huh? I wonder what that flavor would be.
Something like, blackberry hell. Something like that.
Yeah. What was that one he had? Panda Chop or something he used to drink?
I don't know.
Kung Fu.
He gets into all that IPA stuff.
Yeah, he does.
And them are really raunchy tasting beers.
Yeah.
But they're high alcohol content. But there's a few of them. Oh, he has one that he really loves. What is that? Not Hubba Bubba?
Yeah, some kind of Panda Chop or something.
Go out there and ask Josh.
Where's he at? Did he leave?
No, he's out there. Go ask him, because there is one. It's only available here once a year.
Okay.
So he's going to go find that out. It's an IPA. It's really strong, and it tastes so good. Josh swears by it, but it's expensive. He only gets it once a year. Let me see what's next here. Ryan Z says, "Where you been, Will Star? Rich, smack him." I would if I could, son. He's not here. Let me see. Doogie says, laughing out loud, big up to Big Rich for saying, "Ars, you're an honorary Englishman." I'm trying not to swear at all, so it's a family-oriented show. And ours ain't bad,
Combat Wombats.
That's it.
That was the name
It's
of the
an
beer.
IPA called Combat Wombat. He gets it once a year, and he goes bananas over this stuff. He says it tastes so good.
Yeah, I remember going at the store with him and trying to find it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Liz Dregney says, "No smoking in the boys' room." Liz, you don't know what you're talking about. That was one of the main songs I played back in the band.
Smoking in the boys' room.
Yeah, that was a great song.
Absolutely
Oh my God.
was.
The mullet's back in town, Thin Lizzy. Jay Savoy.
Yeah, man, I feel that.
We used to play that song too. What was it? The Boys Are Back in Town, and then also Jailbreak. That was a great song we played. Everybody loved it.
How old can a red tail catfish get to be?
We had one that was 20. I don't remember what their suggested. lifespan is. I think it was 15 to 18.
15 to 18 years.
Something like that. Look it up on the internet, guys. You'll know. I can't remember everything.
Ann says, love smoking in the boys' room. Memories.
Oh, yeah.
Good old Ange. Chad Blocklinger. What's up, Big Rich? Change of date on plant delivery for me. We'll talk to you later on it.
That's cool, Chad. Just don't rag on my pruning techniques anymore. I'm in flip-flops with a chainsaw, and I'm digging into the ground. You know why? There's a reason for this, buddy. Okay? I only had 4 little trees to cut down, and I wanted them under the ground. So we kicked the dirt away around the side, and we went in. Here's the tree. It's a round tree. We went in at an angle and cut this side off. Then we came back on this side and went in at an angle and cut that side off. Now the whole thing is under the dirt level, and we took that spare dirt and covered over it. It don't hit my riding lawnmower. Boom. We don't have to call in a...
Problem solved. Landscaper.
Right. No, not a landscaper, but a tree trunk...
Tree trimmer guy.
what do they call them? They bring in the machine...
Grind them.
The tree grinding. Yeah.
The stump grinders.
Stump grinders, yes. Thank you. And, that's like $50 a stump,
Yeah.
And these are little stumps. They're 4 inches round, So I cut them at an angle. Yes, I got dirt on my chain. Yes, I know it dulls the chain. I know this. But for $35, I save $50 a tree stump that don't have to be dug down. I do this for $35 for the chain, and it does all these things under the ground. Boom, done. Saves me money. So, Chad, there's the reasoning for that, peculiar tree trimming. It works for me.
Do you still have any guitars still, Rich?
Yes, I've got 6 of them. I've got a BC Rich bass, which I left Third Degree after I was with them for, 18, 19 years. I left them for a band called Ultraviolence. And I played bass for Ultraviolence because both the lead singer and the lead guitarist were better on guitar than me. I mean, like, phenomenal. Like, I would be like, as they're playing, it's just phenomenal how fast they could get. I had a hard time keeping up on bass. So, I Ultraviolence rocked. We should have went somewhere, but our drummer died and everybody just petered out, and that was it. It was the end of the music career. We're done. We got more important things to do. Nobody ever made great money playing music, so we moved on, and I moved up and went on with my life, and I miss them days. I do. I really do. But, every once in a while you'll get me drinking and you'll get me on the guitar and I'll play, one of the 470 songs I used to know. I don't know. Maybe 3 or 4.
Yeah. I've seen him play. He can get it done, that's for sure. Don't let him lie to you sitting here, kids. He can get it done. You get him down in that basement, jamming on his guitar. You tell him, hey, Rich, I want to hear this song. And all of a sudden, blam, 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 blam.
Back in the days, I'd play my guitar and the panties would drop. the things would come out, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That was back in the day.
Back in the day, huh?
That don't happen no more.
No more, huh? Oh,
well, I played for you.
Yeah, whoa, you ain't getting like what you expect, son. Oh boy. Thank you, Sammy Davis. Appreciate that. Only Oscars, yes. Stay tuned. What else are we gonna say here? Will Brutus get any bigger, and how much bigger?
Brutus can get up to 17 foot. It depends on his breed, how well he's been raised. If he's a cross mutt between 2 parents or 2 sisters and brothers. We don't know. This is what they do.
Genetics and shit.
Yeah,
stuff.
the genetics. So Arapaima are known to get up to 17 foot. Nowadays, it's more like 12, 13 foot. But Brutus is only 2 years old and he's 5 foot.
Yeah.
He's going to get up probably 10, 12 foot and no problem. Maybe if he has a good life here and gets good quality food, maybe get to 15, 16 foot. I don't think he'll reach 17 like the record is, but, it's possible.
But when he gets big like that, are you still going to allow people to swim with him, or is he going to be too
I'm
big
not going to
and
allow
powerful?
people to swim,
Well,
but I will.
Okay.
I'm going to grab him around his neck and swim around with him.
Good luck with that. Breaking your ribs like that dude on TV.
Oh, no. Jeremy Wade on TV
Wade,
got his rib broken by an Arapaima
Yeah.
because
They were
I'm
capturing
sorry.
the nets.
I'm sorry. I'm smarter than Jeremy Wade. He was dumb.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He tried to bear hug the head of an arapaima.
Yeah.
This is not smart. Okay. The head is one complete bone. If you take an arapaima bone structure and then articulate it and glue it all together, it's one big bone all the way down to the spine. He didn't grab the spine. He grabbed the head. And this thing is nothing but muscle. The whole size, nothing but muscle. So he took his head, went away, and came back, whap!
Yeah.
And broke Jeremy Wade's rib.
I heard he had to get a pacemaker put in and stuff like that. Also.
Yeah, that got exaggerated.
Oh, okay.
But here's the thing. It hurt him. It felt like he got, punched in the chest and knocked out type thing.
Yeah, it did.
I know better than that. I've never once in my life tried holding Brutus's head still.
Yeah.
I'll go up to Brutus and I'll rub him on his side, and he'll just turn and swim away.
Yeah.
He gets 15 foot. I'm going to do the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to actually, when he goes swimming past me, I'm going to grab him on his side and swim with him. He might slap me with the tail a little bit trying to swim,
Yeah.
but it ain't going to hurt.
Yeah.
It's all muscle back there. It's not bone.
Yeah.
That head is nothing but bone,
yeah,
like a sledgehammer hitting you.
Yeah, it is.
It's crazy.
It's a weapon himself. Sammy Davis Jr. said about the T-shirt that he likes the way it looks right here, right now. Like that T-shirt with the hair coming up maybe off the collar and the hair hanging down like that. So he said that that's a good idea.
All right.
In case you guys want to do that. We have Jimmy O. First time live with Big Rich. Live from Michigan. Gave us $2 super chat. Thank you, Jimmy.
Nice. Thank you, Jimmy.
Appreciate that. And then we have Tony 1738. I'm sending for $5. I'm setting up a new tank. What's a good starter Cichlid for a 30-gallon tank?
Okay, the cichlids are a personal preference. They all get to about 6-8 inches. At their maximum oversized size is 6 to 8 inches. Usually they're about 4 to 5 inches as an adult, and they have babies all the time. So if you see a cichlid you like, that's the one you should get. There is no one preferred over the other that's basically everybody wants. It is, if you like that design, you like this color, you get that. And, for every male, get a couple females. And you will have babies. And it'll be a great thing.
We have Robert. Sorry if I messed up your last name. Villarreal. He says, Orale, my son, and me love watching your videos, Big Rich. Hashtag OFR. $15 super chat. Thank you, Robert.
Awesome. Thank
Sorry
you,
if I
Robert.
messed up those names.
Yeah, he's not very good with names.
What was I used to call your boy Voyanzer or something?
Yeah, I'm like, dude, it's Von Yinzer.
Yeah.
He's like,
Not
what
bad,
was
Von
that again?
Yinzer.
I'm like, Von Yinzer. It's very simple.
Voyanzer. My fault, Voyanzer.
But no.
I remember.
As far as back to the last,
Yeah.
Robert Chat.
Robert super chat with his son.
Dude, that's the greatest. You sit there, you watch OFR with your son, you're having a good time, and your kid gets into it, you're getting him into a great hobby, and that's what it's all about. Life right there. It goes on. That's a good thing.
All right, if you guys got any more questions, let us know. We got like 2 more minutes before Steven's live stream, so anything you want to tell the fans? Rich,
They don't even know Steven or like Steven.
Let's give him a
No,
call.
Steven at SC Aquatics, he's the guy that came up here and cut our stands. We're 5 foot tall. He cut them all down to 2 foot and then re-welded the top to the bottom. I mean, he done some great work for us. He done a lot of help for us. He's helped us so many times over the years. We always send everybody over to his podcast. And it's a small podcast, but he's a good guy and he deserves to grow. And we want him to grow. He's a good guy. And if we can help him, he's helped us. He has showed up here and spent the weekend working here. I don't know how many times. From Columbus, he drives up 2.5 hours, stays here all weekend working, then goes home and goes back to work. I mean, that's unheard of. On your days off, you stay home. You don't give your time to somebody else. He does. So that's why we say we'd like to build his channel, let him get more of his store, more of his shrimp out there because he sells shrimp and stuff. Go over there and check him out. He's a good guy.
Yeah, he is. And he just responded. He said, Ohio Fish Rescue, you are so nice, Rich.
Oh, we all love you, Doug. Steven.
He said, I'll grow for you, buddy. He said, I'll grow for you, buddy. All right, one more. What would a good tank mate for an angelfish discus maybe?
No. See, everyone thinks, because I've seen it all over the internet. I've tried it. It don't work. Angelfish and discus together look good, but angelfish are a type of cichlid. When you throw food in the water, them angelfish come from all over the tank, and they're right there eating that food. You know what the discus do? They're like, oh my God, what's going on? And they go in the back corner and sit there.
Timid, huh?
And then they don't get no food. And then your angelfish are picking at everything. And yes, you cannot have angelfish in with discus. They really do not fit. Have a discus tank by themselves, a much more calmer state. They feed the food. They'll come over and eat very quietly and slowly, and they'll do great like that. You put them in with angels. Angels are mean. Angels are mean, and they're quick.
We have one final super chat from Tony1738. He said, Cichlid, 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 goons, goons, goons.
Nice. Thank you, Tony. Everybody drink up.
Drink up. Somebody's asking
done.
what's Steven's channel's name. It's
SC Aquatics.
SC Aquatics is Steven's
Yes.
channel's name.
Look on YouTube, SC Aquatics. He's he's full of information and knowledge. You go there, you'll learn something. Trust me. So I hate to say it, but it's time for us to go, guys.
Yep.
I love hanging out with you guys. Remember, this is my only time out. This is my Friday night. This is my hanging out at the bars.
This is your escape.
This is my
This
escape.
is it, man.
I do it with you guys.
Yep.
Love you guys. Thank you for all the support. I love you guys. You're all my family. I appreciate you hanging in there. And I'll see you over at SC Aquatics.
Stay fishy, my friends.
No, you're supposed to say, as always.
Oh, good. I thought you forgot or something. I was like,
and
what?
as always, stay fishy, my friends. There he goes.
Peace.
What is wrong with you,
I
son?
don't know. Make sure you stop it. It's been a while, son.
All our people know this already.
What are you going to do?
Okay, we're still getting some in.
Yeah. We're probably still live.
We're sorry. No, it says end stream right there. Oh, I didn't hit that.
See?
My bad, guys. I'm